Outdaughtered Recap, August 8th, 23. Season 9, Episode 5, Hazel and the Sloth, tonight on TLC. Outdaughtered, the reality show star in the Busby family, returns with an all-new Tuesday, August 8th, 2023 episode. And we have your Outdaughtered Recap below. Hello, friends. Welcome to my channel. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. On tonight's Outdaughtered Season 9, Episode 5, Hazel and the Sloth, Adam to the test, when Danielle goes to Dallas for a week of business and pleasure. Hazel is still learning to ride her new bike long after her sisters have mastered theirs, but Adam and Danielle disagree on why. So make sure to bookmark this spot and come back from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time for our Outdaughtered Recap. While you wait for the recap, make sure to check out all our television recaps, spoilers, news, and more right here. Tonight's Outdaughtered Recap begins now. Refresh page often to get the most current updates. In tonight's Outdaughtered episode, most of the big events were behind them. The oldest was babysitting the younger ones. Danielle's store was now open, and she had a sign and everything. There was just more thing they needed to do. Adam felt now was the time for Hazel to take the training wheels off. Hazel was still riding a bike with training wheels on. She suffered from issues with her eyes. She didn't start riding her bicycle with the other Quints. She needed a little more time and was taking longer with the training wheels than everyone else. Adam tried to teach her to ride bicycle by herself, and Hazel keeps falling because she forgets to keep pedaling. Hazel's eyes flutter, especially when she's not wearing her corrective glasses. It's why Hazel has been wearing them ever since she was a toddler, and unfortunately, it's led to other issues. Hazel has had problems with her self-esteem. She also has a harder time speaking up for herself. Hazel was easygoing, and she didn't let anything bother her. This in turn led to her having problems advocating for herself because she would always go with the flow. She never said anything about the other Quints riding before her, or walking before her, or running before her. Hazel simply stayed quiet. It got so bad that sometimes her own parents forget to push Hazel, which was why Adam trying to push her into learning to ride a bike. He thought it was time, and he didn't think it would be a problem after he taught his 5 other daughters how to ride. Only he forgot about tailoring the session for Hazel. He thought he could do what he's always done, and it would be all right. It took him taking off the training wheels for him to learn differently. He would give Hazel a running start, and she would forget all about pedaling. Adam had to constantly remind her to pedal. He even had to say it after she fell a couple of times. Hazel took him giving her a running start as him leading, and she forgot all about doing her part. Adam was still struggling to teach her when Danielle went away for work. Danielle had to go clothes shopping for her store. She reminded her husband to stay on top of things. He, on the other hand, let his 6 daughters convince him that it would be great if they had a yes day, meaning he has to say yes to everything they ask as long as they didn't ask for more pets. The kids know they couldn't ask for such a day with their mom around. Danielle often has to play the bad cop in comparison to Adam's fun cop. Danielle will be the one reminding the kids to put their shoes in the shoe bin, cleaning up their plates after dinner, as well as doing the laundry. Adam would say a messy house is a house full of love. Of course, he'd give the girls a yes day. He gave it to them, and the first thing they asked for was ice cream for breakfast. They also got cotton candy. They then went on the trampoline right after breakfast. They made a game of who would throw up first. But there were a lot of games that day. They had a toy gun fight with their dad. They went to the zoo. They wanted to kiss a goat. Hazel wanted to see a sloth, only she again wasn't speaking up for herself. Everyone else was speaking up. They wanted to see lemurs. They asked to pet a snake. Hazel had plenty of opportunities to speak up, and she never did. It was ultimately Riley who said Hazel wanted to see a sloth. And they got to see a sloth with someone who works at the zoo telling them the amazing things about Hazel's spirit animal. The girls all enjoyed a day of fun. The days after had been a come down. Adam was helping out at Danielle's store, and he felt very uncomfortable when 2 women began talking of lingerie. He just had to call his wife to tell her about it. He also had to start cleaning up after the kids. It was tougher without Danielle there. He was on his own against 6 girls, and so he eventually had to stop being the fun cop. Danielle got be fun, though. She went out with her friends. She danced. She drank. She later returned home to a very grateful Adam. The kids were happy to see her too. They just couldn't tell her about their day of fun. She asked them what they did, and they said they couldn't tell her because it was a secret. She had one girl try to tell her the secret. She got tickled by her sister, and she couldn't finish telling their mom about what happened. And so Danielle thought it was just a zoo. Outdaughtered, Adam and Danielle worry Hazel freezes up as she tries to conquer a major first. In People's exclusive sneak peek, Adam Busby fretted over how Hazel's vision impairment was impacting her development, as Danielle urged him to encourage Hazel to speak up for herself amid challenges. Hazel Busby is gearing up to conquer a major milestone on Outdaughtered. I end People's exclusive sneak peek at Tuesday's episode. Adam Busby tells wife Danielle Busby that their daughter Hazel learning to ride her bike is a work in progress. Hazel, who was 7 at the time of filming and is now 8, was born with an eye condition called congenital nystagmus, an involuntary movement of the eye. As the rest of the Quints chat excitedly about their bike riding skills, Parker called herself the fastest bike rider in the whole entire earth, while Riley and Olivia claimed they could stand up on their bikes. Hazel appears discouraged and admits, "I'm not excited to learn how to ride my bike." Adam then voices her concerns to Danielle. She just doesn't get that she just needs to pedal hard, he says of Hazel. Like, she's got to pedal. If she feels at all like she starts to get kind of tippy, she just stops. She kind of freezes up. Danielle points out that Ava did the same thing when she learned to ride a bike and admits that she's not surprised Hazel is nervous. The thing is, how much are her glasses helping whenever she's moving fast? Adam questions. She normally isn't moving that fast, and so it's like she doesn't quite trust herself. Danielle is skeptical. To me, that doesn't mean anything that has to do with vision, she says. Look at Ava. Ava gets nervous to go fast on a bike and is kind of still scared of it. So I don't know if it's like vision or not. I just don't want to jump to that being the thing every time. Danielle adds, I don't like doing that to her because we wouldn't second guess that if it was any of the other girls. But because Hazel has nystagmus, we must immediately say, this is what this is. In an interview with producers, Danielle explains more about nystagmus and how it simply means Hazel's eyes flutter. Your first reaction with Hazel is, can she not see clearly? She says. But Hazel's also learning how to speak up for herself, so that's a whole nother question. Adam chimes in. It's just, we don't know what we don't know. And until Hazel can fully understand and communicate exactly what she sees and what she's feeling at any given moment, we just do the best that we can. Danielle tells Adam she sometimes thinks they automatically assume Hazel's vision is the reason she's struggling, but that it might not be the case here. Adam says he agrees with that, but at the same time, he's not just going to shove her down the driveway. Sign up for Parade's daily newsletter to get the latest pop culture news and celebrity interviews delivered right to your inbox.